Good evening and welcome to 365 Days of Amazing Stories with Theo Mayer. Here we are on day 127 of 2025. And I'm continuing the story of the King of the Wind. Now you may remember that Agba was watching intently for the arrival of Lady Roxana. As soon as he heard the cry go up, "There she comes!" he squinted through his curled hands, his hands turning into what would look like to us binoculars. And eventually he saw a red carriage come around a corner, being drawn by two dappled gray horses. There's a big man sitting, guiding the carriage, all dressed in red as well. The carriage rattled over the bridge and then up the lane. There were hawthorn trees along one side of the lane and shrubbery along the other, and the carriage came up and stopped to an abrupt stop right outside of the stables. The smaller man that had been sitting next to the driver leapt down to the ground and went around to this carriage that was being drawn and let down the tailgate, so to speak. It was a horse carriage. And then he handed the lead line to the head groom of the Earl of Godolphin's stables, Twickenham. Twickenham took the lead line. I will tell you this, it was just quite a ceremony that was taking place. As that man jumped down off the carriage and went to the back, he bowed to everyone and then said, as if introducing the Queen, "Here you have Lady Roxana, daughter of," I can't remember the dam's name. In other words, the mother of Lady Roxana, but something of Galloway. That's when he handed the lead line to Twickenham, and Twickenham led Lady Roxana out of the carriage. Now remember that Agba, he was just disgusted by the whole Lady Roxana and hobgoblin, simply because of Twickenham and his tone around the whole thing. Pompous. Twickenham made Agba always feel like Sham was nothing but a, broken down horse. And so this really had always irritated Agba. Twickenham led Lady Roxana out. She was covered with a blanket, red, of course. With a great display, he took hold of this blanket and pulled it away from Lady Roxana. At this point, all the ill feelings that Agba had had about Lady Roxana disappeared, for she was indeed beautiful. She was white as snow, white as white marble, except for her tail, which was a smoky gray. And she was really perfectly formed. And as she was led out of the carriage, and as that blanket was taken off of her, there was a great resounding noise of people cheering and clapping, for everyone saw the beauty in this horse. And there was a laughter that was above the clamor. A beautiful, laughing, joyous sound from the Earl of Godolphin. For here was an answer to all of its dreams. And we'll stop the story there.